Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from around the world. My name's Alan, wallstreeteasystreet.com. Uh, just now fixing to sit down at the computer here and see what's going on in the market. So we're going to take a quick look at the steps I go through. All right, it's 11:54 p.m. Eastern Time. It's New York time. So the Asian market is what's open right now. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on, since that's the key market right now. So I'm looking here at the yen on my 70 tick chart. Um, you can see right here we just went from my no trading zone into my low risk zone. So if I was going to take trades right now, I would be cutting my position size back just a little bit if I'm trading the Volman method, because it's a little bit more higher risk than it is during the European US market, due to the fact that there's not much market activity going on. The market can take off really quick with just a few small orders. So I'm going to take a look here, see what the chart looks like, see what kind of orders I've got coming in. It's kind of mediocre right now as far as order flow. It's not really as much orders as what I would like, but kind of to be expected this time of the day. So I kind of scan over the chart here, get an idea how the market's been moving. You can see right here we got kind of like a little block break setup happening right now. I'll mark off that block right now. So there's our block. If I were to trade this to the downside, I've got this resistance area right here that's of concern. So I'd want to be real cautious taking this to the downside. So I want to make sure, I have a clean, 10 pip run, hopefully coming down if I want to short it. Currently it's 75 is where we're going to run into resistance, and we would need to break probably 79. So 78 is probably where we would look to get filled at. That only gives me 3 pips before I start running into resistance. I don't really like that, so probably just let this one pass if it breaks to the downside. It's midnight, so I got the equity accounts are rolling over right now, so they'll be popping up here. I got to close them out. I may consider taking this to the upside if it was to break to the upside, but it looks like it's wanting to go down still. All right, so that's kind of what we get out of the chart at the moment. Then I look down here to see where we're at. I'll take a quick look over here at the spreads. Pull that up a little bit. See where I'm getting the best spreads at, because that's probably where the most action is. Another equity account. So you can see the dollar yen right here. It's got a good spread on it, good enough to trade. The euro's got a good enough to trade. It's probably about the only thing I consider trading right now is right here. All right, then I'm going to look over here at my market analyzers and see what I've got. These are the euro pairs, dollar pairs. Over here is the yen pairs. And basically we can see that the euro's been showing some strength since the opening. It's up against everything but the Swissy. Dollar's kind of mixed right in here, looks like. So it's down against the yen, down against the Swissy's down. Over here, the yen pairs. That's kind of mixed. All right, that's what I got on this screen. Then I like to take a look at the news before I place any trades at all. I want to see what's coming out. This program here is kind of handy there. You can see we just broke to the downside there. This is a microtrend squawk box. It's free, this version. Looks like 1 o'clock. We got some yen news that we may be able to get some trades out of. Right in here. So 1 o'clock in the morning, I may be able to get a good trade in. If you haven't ever used microtrend squawk box, it's kind of handy because it actually sounds the news off to you. So you can, like here, we'll take a look at pending news. So this is the news coming out right now today. I was on the weekly tab here before. So this is our news we got pending for today. And the nice feature about this program is I can minimize it and it'll sound off the news to me about 5 minutes before they occur. It'll start talking and saying, you have a news event coming up, give you a good heads up. Kind of keeps you from forgetting the news. All right, let me pause this just a second. And well, let me go over here first. Take a look here at Henry Lou. His currency strength meter. It's got yen. So dollar's about mid-range, yen's about mid-range, pretty even. Nothing really selling off or nothing really strong right now. Let's see what Henry's trading. He'll be trading some news here in about 8 hours. So get that down here out of the way. All right, now I'm gonna pause this and jump over to the other screen. All right, this is my second monitor. You can probably see I changed it around a little bit if you've been with me for a little while. The top up here, this is FXA's method from Forex addicts, FX addicts, for those people that follow that. And really what I'm going to look at over here, because I'm looking to scalp right now, I'm not looking to trade FXA. So what I look for over here is I look here at the spreads again, see what the spreads are across the board. And then I look to see what's moving. So while I'm on the other screen watching the dollar yen, which is what I'm on right now, I can keep an eye on all the other pairs and see what if one of them happens to start moving. I can see the orders start coming in there, start seeing a lot of movement. So that's what I do with this other monitor. Then if I decide I want to take a trade that's an Forex addicts trade, then I'll pay more attention to this top side up here. That's kind of my secondary trading system. Forex price action scalping is still and always going to be my primary because that's where I make the most of my money. Alright, so we're going to jump back to that screen. Alright, so basically what we've done is we've taken a look at the current chart for the market that we'd like to be trading. And we've taken a look to see what news events are coming up, because we don't want to be holding a scalp trade into a news event that can be very disastrous. Even if you have a stop, because, you know, let's say for instance that you were to jump in here at 107.78. If you were to jump in there and then you set, say, a 10 pip stop on it, so your stop may be up here at 88. And if you got a really good news event, then the spike may jump, you know, anywhere. It could jump up here all the way up to 108, 108.05, and you may find yourself getting a 30 or 40 pip stop loss fill instead of the 10 pip stop loss you were hoping for. And it can and it will happen to you if you're trading into those news events. Every once in a while you could get lucky and it go your way, but it's definitely not worth the risk. So that's why we want to always check that economic calendar before we start our trading session. Make sure we know what's coming up ahead of us. So really, now it's just a matter of watching the charts, keep an eye on what's going on, and looking for those setups. See how that support is coming into play? That's why we didn't take this trade to the downside. We've got that near-term support. So if you include your spreads, then you might have could only gotten 1 pip out of that little move. So it's not worth taking. Still looking, you know, for maybe a break to the upside here. Anyway, that's how I sit here and go through my charts and kind of give you all a little bit more idea of what I do and how I go about it. Unfortunately, I don't have any trades going on right now, but maybe next time. Alright, hope you all enjoyed the video.
If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make 'em all day. I get one down in a second if you wait.